Spider-Man Brand New Day, Spider-Man Brand New Day at home. Peter's friends forgot who he was after everyone's memories were wiped. Peter's friends pretend not to know him after what Otto said to them when he was in Peter's body. Coincidence?
I think not.
Yes, it definitely is. If the episode wasn't called Brand New Day. It's crazy how no one hasn't brought up this episode name to the movie. We all know why.
Oh my god.
We all know why. I promise you this isn't a comparison video, as this is a continuation after the Superior Spider-Man event when Peter gets his body back from Otto Octavius, and bro can finally sleep in peace after all the nonsense he went through.
Where am I now?
Peter still couldn't get over the trauma after experiencing 5 days in a computer. I know it's a computer, I just thought it would be funny. As Pete is recovering all his senses, he goes to pick out his casual clothes. Random colored jacket, random colored shirt, pants I assume are jeans and not tights, and loafers. Toy boy fit. I was gonna roast his shoes, but Uncle Ben probably gave it to him. I don't know why Pete is concerned about his room getting clean, but you should be grateful they are clean. Peter gives his Aunt May a neck hug. Can't wait to eat Aunt May's wheat cakes just to get ripped off to eat a healthier breakfast.
What's this? You encouraged us to eat healthier, Pete, so this is healthier.
This is literally why I don't say grab your snacks and eat your wheat cake, because Otto was on a diet. He should be grateful Jane Jonah Jameson isn't being a hater towards Spider-Man. Something is happening on the streets, and my boy is back in the action. We get to see my man Mr. Negative on the block with his goons. Behave yourselves.
And this new sword works exactly as I planned, boys. Focusing my Nega Blasts, Snega Blasts, Snega Blasts.
Who gave you the pass?
Mr. Negative! I was positive I'd run into you someday. Science jokes are hilarious, don't you think?
No.
Spider-Man? Didn't I tell you to stay out of grown folks' business? Aw, give me a chance, Mr. Neutron. I'll be your therapist, and you tell me what's wrong. What were you talking about again? That this is part of your plan to wear me down? Yep. With your irritating ass humor? Ooh.
Yeah.
So what happened was that Molten Man over here was walking on Mr. Negative's turf. For what reason? Never was explained. But it's easy to say that Hammerhead sent him to burn Mr. Negative's hideout. Spidey breaks the fight up, smacking Molten Man upside the head with a garbage bin. Mr. Negative ducked.
Get off!
I could have sworn this was just an effect, but instead I get frame jump scared.
You know, it just sounds weird when I say it. Turf. I can't pull it off like you guys can.
The writers fuck up Spider-Man by not making him a street-level hero. Damn, he even admits that he hasn't been on the streets that much to whoop criminals' ass.
People still say turf? I must not spend enough time with gangsters.
Bro doesn't even know what on fleek means.
Well, it better be on fleek, Pete. You know how Otto gets when he's disappointed.
I know. I have to get the fleek on. Because I'm still working on it.
This nigga is trash.
Mr. Negative and Molten Man was getting tired of his yapping ass, so they both attacked Spider-Man, which made them lose aura points because Spidey gymnasts the hell out of their projectiles and posed the hose on Molten Man. Mr. Negative didn't wait a second and was swinging, shutting Spider-Man up, which is bad for him because if Spider-Man is quiet, they are cooked. Spidey webs his blade, pulls Mr. Negative forward, yoinks it out of his hands, and kicks him next to a trash can.
Oh yeah, who still got it? Me, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spidey hit him with the Shoryuken, leaving him dazed. The police showed up to arrest him, but instead of putting him in a jail, this time it's a highly contained cellar to keep the villains with powers in check.
And before you make a basement joke, I know you know what I'm talking about.
I would never make a basement joke. That would be beneath me.
Peter heads back to Horizon High, happy to be back in school. But instead of everyone giving him a good old hello, everyone just gives him the stare. Mean mugging.
What'd he say fuck me for?
This literally portrays how everyone saw this show. When he tries to say hi to his two girlfriends, technically friends, they didn't give a damn, and they pretend he didn't even exist. Miles doesn't know why Peter is here, but he knows what Peter doesn't. When Otto was in Peter's body, he mostly made everyone in school mad at him for being an arrogant piece of shit, which people didn't tolerate. And the worst part? Oh, the worst part.
You don't go to Horizon anymore. What?
He warns Peter that he should leave so he doesn't run into Max. Yes, even Max, the role model Pete looks up to, hates him too. In fact, he's actually more hurt than angry. He heads to Midtown High, but it's closed, cause... Peter heads to the hospital to meet Otto, who is still in a coma, venting on his frustration. Hey Otto, it's me, Peter. I'm not sure if you can hear me, but I want you to know how you were. No, that's not the only reason why I'm here. You did everything to make my life better, and risk your life to switch our bodies back, which is heroic. But as my villain, you also put a dent in my life. You don't even know how much it affected my world. He affected my world too. Anna was grateful for Otto's heroic actions, but Pete doesn't understand how that means anything. I like how Anna is trying her best to defend Otto despite committing a bunch of crimes in his criminal records. It's never too late for Otto to change. The mind swapping totally fucked him up. For the better. Peter could kind of relate to Otto when he was seeing his memories of how both of them were being bullied. Talented young minds. Okay, maybe not the raised part, but y'all get the point. Otto literally had no one. He was a lone wolf. But not anymore he isn't. But for Pete, he feels like a lone wolf. Isn't Harry his best friend? Yeah, but Harry is in Europe. And I guess Peter some advice if he knows anyone that he can talk to that can understand his situation.
Just checking in. I wanted to see what you've been up to, other than OBS Avengers stuff. You know, if you want to give me a call back, I'd be agreeable with that option. So, I will hear from you later on the flip side. Lates. Why does she make me so nervous? You know what? I can do better in person.
He web swings to the Avengers headquarters and sees broken glass, as it seems like they were being attacked. Really? The Avengers. Like, who the hell is gonna jump the Avengers in broad daylight? Iron Man's gauntlets were left behind and it's covered in sand. So you're telling me Sand Girl ambushed them? I don't think she would care about taking over the Avengers headquarters, even if she wanted to. Out of nowhere, the Hulk falls out of the portal. Spidey gets out of the way so he wouldn't get crushed like Aunt May's wheat cakes. And before Spider-Man could axe, another portal sucks the Hulk in. He calls Ms. Marvel again to know what's going on. Love the pick he used, but fam is still not responding. He tries to log in.
User, Spider-Man, access denied.
Denied? Are you kidding? Oh, come on!
Spidey spam calls until Miss Marvel finally calls in a pissy mood. This better be an emergency and not a busted friendship. This is an emergency. Wait, when did we have a busted friendship? I only picked up because Cap told me to, like letting people apologize and being a good person. W Cap, cause they would have been cooked if Kamala didn't respond. He asked to get their coordinates, but it shuts off after the flashbang. So big it's easy for Spidey to find them. As he was in time to be able to save them and impress Captain America, they got snatched.
I just can't win today. Whoever you are, you should know I'm sort of an honorary Avenger. This ends now! Oh, great. I issued one of my most intense challenges to a bird.
He gets jumped by Black Widow to tell him that he's not an Avenger and whacks him in the head. My main question is, who is this guy? We can't even tell who it is because they're using every villain's powers at once. Like all for one. Keep in mind, every villain with powers is inside the cellar. Black Widow was able to test it out and she couldn't escape it. How does this explain the cellar being tough enough to escape then? I'm not impressed. They get ambushed and they're throwing fireballs in the park. This should have started a fire. Spidey gets himself out of the way, but gets zapped.
Okay, guess I'm it.
Now is not the time to be fainting. Black Widow fends for herself, and as she goes back to help Spidey, Spider-Man, you're starting to piss me off! But his ass is lucky because whoever was attacking them wasn't going for Spider-Man. He pulls up at the police station to explain what's going on, but Yuri doesn't believe him. Yuri Zoom calls him so Spider-Man would shut up about the criminals breaking out of the cellar. He thanks Spidey for getting the criminals off the streets. Literally when Spidey rarely fought criminals on the streets, Spidey informs that the villains escaped. But they haven't escaped. Then Augustus mentioned what Spider-Man was about to say. Like, how does he know that's what he was gonna say? And why are you grinning? He's acting way too shady. Spidey's theory was debunked, but Peter wasn't gonna give up, knowing damn well these villains aren't slick. All he can do now is save the Avengers. But they're underground, in the back rooms. The old suit wasn't gonna do, so he made a new suit. Bro looks like Mega Man. He finds his tracer, but that's not the only thing he found. As he almost got turned into a frozen popsicle, this heathen shows up. Who the hell is this guy?
I am called the Regent.
He didn't want Spider-Man to get in his way, but Spidey was prepared for this situation. Regent just went from S tier to C tier. He has enough with Spider-Man and blasts him with a different power. Spidey strikes him with a kick, but then gets grabbed, throws into the ceiling, and shot him.
If you had left well enough alone, you would have avoided all of this. My hatred is not towards you.
Then why are you attacking Spider-Man in the first place? What did the Avengers even do to make you this mad? Spidey gave him some empathy. Launches himself and BAM! Regent sent a mini tornado at him. And to finish Spidey off, he uses Cloak's power to send Spider-Man to the back rooms. Spider-Man tries to deflect it, but that did not work, which led to him being taken away, ending the episode of Brand New Day. Y'all really thought I was gonna end it here? Just because I'm only talking about Brand New Day? Of course not, cause we're going to the cellar. Anna gets the unfortunate news after watching the news that Spider-Man is gone, which was the only thing that woke up Otto from his coma. They need to do something to save Spider-Man. How exactly? Here in the back rooms, Spider-Man found the Avengers, but they're unconscious. And whatever the Hulk is doing, Spider-Man uses Iron Man as a battery, and he was able to rip the dimension open.
Oh, good work, Pajamas. You're a genius. Aw, you're too kind.
Enough yapping and get snapping, cause this hole doesn't have enough juice to stay open. He grabs everyone with his webs to get them all out of here, but he already ran out of time, and the dimension was slowly closing the Avengers in again. He tried, but at least he was able to escape.
It's the ghost of Spider-Man.
Getting the Avengers out of the dimension.
It's harder to escape another dimension than you think.
As Spider-Man and Yuri was heading to the cellar, so not only the supervillains with powers can't escape the cellar, but they're also submerged underwater. They meet up with Augustus. We know the cellar is strong enough to keep the villains in their cells, but something doesn't sit with Yuri as there's no guards. Until Shannon informs these are the guards. Can I have access to check the security locks? I'm not going to let a... Well, of course you can. Augustus, are you insane?
Whoa. Time to touch stuff.
This boy, yoinking every single file until he can't access one. And when you look at that, Regent's suit is in the files. Someone here is an imposter.
Hold on. Who's user 21A9?
There must be some mistake.
Lock his ass up! You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Spider-Man wasn't going to leave until he finds his culprit. Electro sees Spider-Man and bangs on the barrier for help, but Spidey assumes she was cursing him out until Augustus looks at her.
Your cloak, right?
Don't pretend you don't know me. Look, I can't see Dagger from here. Can you tell me if she's okay?
I think Regent used your powers to capture the Avengers. You're going to help get them back.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about, but my teleportation doesn't work in here. These cells only drain our powers. It's torture.
Drain? So the Regent's been using your powers against your will? Augustus, you designed these cells. How could Shannon do that?
Shannon didn't do anything except take the fall.
It should have been obvious. He played everyone, except, you know.
So what's the deal, Augustus? You're so proud of these cells you designed you a stage.
Mine is the perfect plan, crafted through years of patience. Designed so the so-called Avengers would be subject to my vengeance.
But why do you have beef with them, though?
I saw how they treated my father. He may have been in cruel states, but the Avengers grew away for life. They took him from me.
Your dad? You're mad at the Avengers because they put your dad away. That's the bad guy in question. You're supposed to be better than him. But nah, you're just a grown-ass man torturing these villains for power so you could avenge for your father. Even Spider-Man thinks his beef with the Avengers is bullshit. He mocks him for it.
I'm Regent, and my plans are over complicated.
Regent took the bait, and Cloak's cell automatically shut off.
Boy, this battle's really heating up.
You were about to get flamed for making that bad joke.
Oh!
Before Regent turns Spider-Man into Chris, Cloak interrupts.
Tandy, I swear I'll find a way to get you out.
Stop being the worst player on the team! Y'all are 2v1 against this guy! Won't be able to hold it off any longer. Same for Regent, but he won't stop as long as everyone's power is restoring him. Stealing aura from Mr. Negative to gain aura. Spider-Man and Cloak comes up with a plan to break everyone out of their cells, but Cloak doesn't have enough power to keep teleporting. The Robocops find him, but they turn on Regent. Who?
It is I who command the drones as if they were my minions.
I don't know how the hell you were able to do that, but
You're the man!
let's not forget about Anna. Ada opens Dagger's cell so she can be able to strengthen him. Regent noticed what they were doing and decided it was time to amp up the power, absorbing everyone's powers at once. This man is a monster! Ada directs them to run to the corners so they could escape and shut up the transmitter's power. Spidey knows they are villains, but they're still human beings at the end of the day. Cloak and Dagger can leave if they wanted to, but they decided to stay to help Spider-Man stop the Regent, as they can relate from being experimented on by that head. They get to the top of the cellar to destroy it, but it's protected by a force field. Regent busted out of the cellar, wasting no time and started blasting them. Regent is not ready for a 3v1, but he's for real 1v3ing them hard. My boy Spidey shoots a ton of web balls at him, but his punch gets blocked. But when Regent locks in on Cloak, it was obvious why he was going after Cloak. So he wouldn't teleport the Avengers from the dimension. Spider-Man jumps him and kicks that trash can in the face. Spider-Man asks if Cloak could get the Avengers out of the dimension, but Cloak doesn't have enough powers to bring them back.
If I give you every ounce of power I have
I can destroy you.
to save the Avengers, I'll take that risk.
Bro over here is doing what a spider can until he gets yeeted. Got my boy dumbfounded, but he was too late because the Avengers have finally assembled. The Avengers beat the living hell out of him one at a time. 2 from Cap, 1 from Black Widow, 4 from Iron Man, and 1 heavy hit from the Hulk. Iron Man destroys the force field, and they both destroy the transmitter together, ending Regent's torture. Actually make that 5 for the Hulk.
Thanks for saving our lives. Even if you have been a big lately.
About that. What if I told you an evil villain swapped minds with me?
I knew it was something like that. My guess was aliens.
So, we're cool? You believe me?
Hello, I'm an Avenger. We see way weirder stuff than that. So yeah, we're cool.
The nurse was shocked to see Otto awake, and Anna was glad to see Peter in one piece. Peter apologizes for doubting him the third time, and Otto...
Gratitude is unnecessary. You saved my life when you brought my consciousness back here, so I merely repaid my debt.
I think the words you're looking for are, "You're welcome, Peter."
You are welcome, Peter.
Welcome back, Ock.
Thoughts?
It's alright.
I'm gonna start with the good. The episode was straightforward after the events of Superior Spider-Man after Peter gets his body back. His life was already at rock bottom. Everyone, including the Avengers, hate him because of Otto. He doesn't go to Horizon High anymore because of Otto. And he has no friends because of Otto. Otto and Anna's bond was wholesome, and the mission saving the Avengers and villains in the cellar was good. I like the Cloak and Dagger team up, but the villain of the day. No, not these two. Even though they were one-tapped. Regent was just bland. His motive was good, but the reasoning for him having beef with the Avengers because they arrest his father is generic. It makes him feel like a man-child. He looks more like an Iron Man copy instead of how he's designed in the comics. And the comic versions of Regent looks, might I say, way more cooler than this hunk of junk. But if this was gonna be the design, the color should have looked like this. Is Brand New Day good? It's not gonna be better than the movie, but it's good. Brand New Day gets a 7 out of 10, and The Cellar gets a 7. I stuck with what I said. The episodes are a hit or miss. Where it does something right, then comes the BS on my plate. Regent could have been a decent villain, but everything else about Regent is
trash.